Breaking first on the night beat, an airboat crash in Collier County sends more than a dozen people to the hospital.
Patient number 2, she was thrown within her own airboat.
Thank you for watching the Night Beat. I'm Annette Montgomery in for Emma Heaton.
And I'm Russ McCaskey. FWC is leading the crash investigation, but multiple other agencies are assisting, including the Collier County Sheriff's Office.
Right now, we know 2 boats were involved. FWC told us they collided near Ochoppee. You can see that south of US 41 between mile markers 74 and 75. The Night Beat's Haley Zarconi joins us live from Gulf Coast Medical Center, where some of the victims were taken.
Haley, do we know how they're doing tonight?
We do know 14 people were taken to the hospital, and that's according to Greater Naples Fire Rescue. 4 more people were injured but did not go to the hospital today from that scene. And while we don't know exact conditions of how those victims are doing tonight because of HIPAA, I can tell you that they have an entire community praying for their recovery. 33 people, 2 airboats, and more than a dozen injuries. This is a bird's eye view of the scene right in front of Wooten's airboat tours Friday afternoon. The Collier County Sheriff's Office, Greater Naples Fire and Rescue, EMS, and the FWC worked a scene where 2 airboats collided.
To the top of his head.
Here's the moment emergency crews called in at least 2 of the 18 victims.
3-year-old male. He's got about approximately 8-inch laceration to the top of his head, down to the skull.
You can hear them describe a 3-year-old with a head injury. And then
Patient number 2 is a 31-year-old female, approximately 30 weeks gestation.
a 31-year-old woman said to be 30 weeks pregnant.
She was thrown within her own airboat.
FWC says there were 20 people on one boat and 13 on the other, sending almost half their passengers to the hospital. Here you can see one of the victims leaving the property on a stretcher. FWC worked this scene into Friday night, even bringing in their dive teams, as this community waits for answers on how this happened. I spoke with a viewer tonight who says that her daughter and friends were on this airboat today. Thankfully, her daughter is okay, but some of those victims are here at Gulf Coast Medical Center. She also told me that she's heard victims are spread out between this hospital, NCH, and possibly even Orlando. And we're going to continue to follow up on this story, bring you the latest updates through the weekend as we pray for a fast recovery for all the people involved. On the Night Beat, Haley Zarconi, Wink News.